Water which separates Skye We from Skye. Luxury version Mark 1 went by the name of higher and more spectacular of the two groups. The black being composed of another volcanic rock called Gabbro, which has a very dark appearance. In length of the island there are quite a number of little townships, and the island is served. They have realised that they're in both the traditional language of Gaelic with the English equivalent beneath. That Gaelic language still very widely spoken throughout the north of produced is pretty low grade softwood. Most of it sent directly to the pulp mills for the river one day, came to a waterfall, took a great big and Portree, of course, the capital of Skye and home to 10,000 population. Yeah, they take students from all over the island and from neighbouring islands. Students travel in on Monday morning, stay at the school hostel all week, just going home at weekends. The rather modern building there also incorporates a swimming pool and library. It also has a gymnasium.
New Hampshire. Paper. They have to use cables for years to try and keep it together. They finally let go.
Tomorrow we have a test, you know, and
to the head of the gorge at the foot of this hill. In the 7th century, there was a small community of monks living on the island. Mild. We did have an exception, some supports some 250,000 head of sheep and about head of cattle. The engine stops, you're going to be stuck up here all bloody day. Already a well-established 163. We know that because it was in that year that the Norse king came Commander of Longships. He was on his way to the Battle of Loch to fight Alexander III of Scotland. King Haakon needed an expert local helmsman and pilot to guide his fleet through, and it was the Nicholson chief from Skye We who acted as they crossed over the bridge and entered the village of Eilean, which is worked annually. This was worked on the northern shores of Portree Bay and Torbay is the hereditary home of the earlier crofters who in these ruined forts found a ready supply of building material for their own croft houses, so many of them were part. In front of us there, Ben Chedivake, the mountain of the Stormy Bay, guarding the southern entrance to Portree Bay. Out in front of us, the Mayal, or the Lump, where the Highland Games are held. And Portree is across to the left of us there. That was built in 1810 as a jail and courthouse. Coming against there, Cafe Reba at the top of Pier Bray. Royal Hotel, which originally was a small thatched McNabb's Inn, from where it is closed at the moment, the cafe where you can get teas, coffees, the chemists. Out just a couple of trees on the island, remains of a 13th century church which was dedicated to St. Columba. The island therefore got the name of Eilean Donan, or the island of St. Columba. He'd get a nasty shock if he tried to use this seat today, because that's a relatively new thing to Skye. We were one of the last places in Britain to get television. We didn't get television. Before that, we all used to go down to the butcher's on Saturday night to watch the bacon slicer. She was, I'll tell it, 43:20, 23:36, yeah. They wrote a song about her later called Amazing Grace. All started back in 1899 to climb the Cooling Mountains. In his company court is 41 minutes. So you can see it's all loose scree, which tends to mean Bridge of 1802 across to the right. Chambered burial cairn, of which we have quite a lot in Skye. It was a woman because the mouth was still open. I don't believe it. It's a good job the wife's up towards the crofting township of Sconser, because a very small one, as little as quarter, the biggest crofting staffing for generations. And Larry had a cousin who many years earlier, and you've certainly heard about Prince Charles Edward Stuart, otherwise known as Bonnie Prince Charlie, aftermath of the Jacobite uprising and the Battle of Culloden. A fugitive with £30,000 on his head, and by devious routes he'd made his way into the outer and had to be moved back to the mainland, where he'd have a better chance of a ship back to France and hanger on in the courts of Europe. He died in Rome.
I know, 846 minutes, it's all right.
To be for this brew with McKinnon, who at that time, the owner of the Broadford Hotel was a man called Jean Trostombre. I certainly hope you'll enjoy the rest of your holiday and eventually have
map, so you'll be able to see our route for today.
Working?
Yeah.
Right, go.
Please put the hat on. Oh, yes. Oh.
Wait.
Look at that.
We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines.
Yeah! Okay.
There were lots of MacDonald clans dotted all around Scotland. So if you look on your map, you'll probably see this, and I've mentioned it before. When a little bit of swimming along the way to make your way down. You need to be with a qualified instructor that can show you some safety. Is that Ben Nevis means the man with his head in the clouds.
very similar to this, except the trees, the hills and the mountains are covered with trees.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of these mountains.
Speen Bridge.
Same.
Speen is B-E-A-N.
Some people climb Ben Nevis as a bit of a hill, and he planted his flag, and that was where he rallied the Bight Express, or just on a nice scenic journey to the lake. And
That's just. What was the trip?
right, so it's about 20.
That's an old structure.
Oh, look at this church and that. Unusual.
It is nice.
Wasn't even.
Average, St. Mary's average.
And another one that's quite famous that comes in here is the Caledonian Sleeper. Doesn't that sound inviting? From London, leaves very late at night, and you wake up. You get a cabin first of all, nicely popular and really expensive train to take, and it doesn't go all that often. It's not like a daily service or anything like that, but yeah, it's pretty popular. Lots of people choose. The thing is, I mean, I wouldn't call it a scam, but as I've mentioned, it's not really that far. I mean, Britain's not a massive country. It certainly doesn't take you overnight to travel up from London to the cities, and Fort William's not too much further north. So generally, you can get a train from London that'll get you to like Edinburgh, Glasgow, 4.5, 5 hours. Certainly not an overnight trip. And so what they do on the Caledonian Sleeper is they leave at maybe 9 p.m. or something, and they make the majority of the journey. They travel all the way up through England. So usually it's Carlisle, which is a city right on the border, and they just stop in Carlisle and they wait for hours until it's dawn, and then no can't count that high. Go on, what do you reckon? It's more than so as we cross the bridge,